Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. I'm also doing laundry, so I have to run away in 18 minutes and change the laundry, but very quick. Hi, everyone. Hello, Ampersand. Hello, Ada. Hello. Let's see, Cognitor's in here. Druid's in here. Cerebot does not get a low. Neither those stream elements. Celian, hello. Modib, hello. I'm going to point out something about Star Trek that I missed. So, obviously, I can't say install the game on, getting separate accounts and stuff. But I am allowed to tell you that you can play on same account on different devices. Which is good. Also, we have another. So, if are you rich today? No. It turns out that I will get the payout in like 2.5 months or 2 months. So yeah, no. Probably not helping so much with the groceries after all. It will help with groceries in a couple of months. The problem is that the payout is after the campaign is finished, which is 3 weeks, and then it's the average processing time for the payout is 30 to 45 days. That's crappy. I mean, we're still at 450 something bucks, I think. I am going to check to see if I can find a code for you guys. So the Spock code in chat that is saying like use Spock for in-game awards, that is accurate if you make an account with the thing. I can't remember what the platform is called, but if you make an account with them, then you can use the Spock code, I think. But we have another one that I will find now. Three people have reached level 9. Let's see. Sponsorships. We are at 445 bucks right now. So we earned 445 bucks yesterday. Okay, let's see. Didn't actually absorb the tutorial. Well, the tutorial is fairly simple, so that's all right. So it says, who's eligible? Both PC and mobile users. Only new users. Those who have previously downloaded the game will not count. Only users who use your link will to download the game. Users may play on the same device where the game was originally downloaded. Switching devices is not supported. There you go. Let's see. There should be a... I think... could someone... But I collected Rikers, that's nice, whatever that means. If you get enough of them, I think you fill up the bar and then you actually get him to use to send out on expeditions. Well, I'll show the game a little bit before we get into the thing. I'm gonna... So I have a bookcase that is full of stuff, no books. And it's a bit boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sheet of MDF and I'm going to deep engrave the doors of Durin from Moria. And then I will mix silver resin and pour into the engraving so it looks like the doors of Moria. That's what I want to do. Let's see if we can do that. It might be a bit ambitious, but I want to try it. IRL? Yes. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so you guys should be able to redeem a code, but it says you and your viewers, and it didn't work for me. Well, let's try it. So warp speed, all one word, all capital. Can someone try to redeem that and see if it works? Warp speed, all one word. So you go to this box here and then gifts, redeem code, warp speed. But I'm not eligible. I should be, but apparently I'm not. You're not eligible either? $5,000 to... 5,000. Ooh, warp distance increased. That's cool. I really gotta fix the leak in my compressor, because it is not good. I'll turn it off. I don't want that going off. I mean, it's only on for another hour. Then it's like not working for me either. Okay, that's odd. I'll send them an email. Let's see. Let's get someone who's got a high rating. 100. Well, Scotty is pretty good. And he's on B, but he's a backup on B. So let's see if we can... We did Riker and Troy, and let's do LaForge as well, because they're all synergized as the head of the A ship. So that should be pretty good. You're not assigned anywhere. Let's see. I think it's the account thing with their store page. Oh, okay. Yeah, so also if you get an account via that thing, I can't remember what it's called, you can use the Spock code, and that will get you the original series Spock. Okay, so here we have 1446, 983, but we have upgraded these guys now, so that's a lot better. $1,044. No synergy. That's fair. %. That's good. What do we get from Crusher? 10%. Okay. So if we do that, there's no difference really. A little bit less health if we have data. Oh, it's a tips and tricks thing. I see. Let's do that. So 1,044. That's very good. We can't afford the last one there. That's all right. Let's see, 18. Oh, and we're empty down here. Okay, so if we put data in here, that's another 65. How's the synergy with Spock? Pretty good. Yeah. So to get this one, the captaincy. Oh, you know what we might be able to do if we do that? Because they are synergized. Yeah, 1981. So we still get Kirk in the top slot, but we get a bonus because these two synergize. 1981, 1993. All right, there we go. So I think this is back to being our most powerful ship. 2020, 1,044. Yeah, so it's about twice as powerful. My main ship is all next-gen characters. My second ship is all Abrams OG characters. Oh, cool. I don't know why it says upgrade, because... Oh, I can. That's why. Tier up. Speed up. Done. Ship upgraded. So our Orion is now maxed out. Not level, but tier 4. 2,106 power or strength. 1,044. I still need VSync. The game is not realizing I've done that already. Upgrade warehouses. Titanium warehouse to level 8. Power steel warehouse to level 8. Fairly sure we have that already. Titanium warehouse level 8. Power steel warehouse level 8. Everything is level 8. Except the... Well, everything is level 8. And then the command center is also upgrading. Build a Findra. What level do I need to be for that? Level 10 shipyards. That's a bit off still. Daily goals. Claim some boxes. Is that enough to get us that box? Yes, it is. I don't know if it's good or bad. I like the look of it. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you could, I'm sure you can make it work, right? Sort of. I kind of like that one, minimalist, but I don't want the top of the class. Let's do, yeah, let's do that. Oh, by the way, for anyone playing on EU servers, or EU universes, as they call it here, which you can check when you go into your profile settings, and then universe. If you move servers, which is free, or transfer rather, you can join 412 Ortegas, and then you can join our alliance. I don't think I got to choose. I haven't chosen yet either, Asilion. What I have done is do missions for them as independents. The Klingons don't really like me. But yeah, so you can, if you join 412 Ortegas, then you can join Space Doctors, which has 17 people in it. Not, I think maybe someone in here is not. Modib is way out at front. Oh, level 9 as well, which means we get a reward for that. For getting up to level 9 is a reward. Assuming that, yeah, that should mean that this is level 9. We'll see if mine goes up now. Yeah. Okay, so level 9 means we have progressed to operations building is level 9. My laundry is ready. Or rather, it's the washing is done, and then we can reload it and throw the washing in the tumble dryer. How do I level up? Is it the base thing? Yeah, so this is your operations building, operations center, I think they call it. Is the requirements not met? And then you just go, okay, so I need to get this up to level 9. And to do that, I need to have this up to level 9. And to do that, I need to have this up to level 9. And to do that, I need to have this one up to level 9. And to do that, I have to wait until everything else is finished upgrading. So it's not a let's sit down and grind some hours in Star Trek. I'm sure you can do that, but that is not how I would play it. This is a relaxing mobile game that I would pick out and play on the bus. But yeah, I think we're good. But yeah, that is Star Trek Fleet Command. And if you do !star in chat, you get a link to that. And then you, if for anyone who's wondering what we're talking about, if we're doing a sponsor thing right now. So if you download the game from that link with !star. Yeah, I'm saying this is very, very good for that. And by good, I mean it will accommodate that. Yeah. So if you use we'll do it like this. So if you click that link for anyone watching and install the game, I think you have to start it. But if you just download and install the game on your phone and start it up, the channel get $10. That's it. You can download it, install it, try it for, 30 seconds. If you're like, this is not me, delete it. That's fine. It's still, it's $10 for the channel. How do you empty your warehouses? I don't get parcel generation. You use it. That's the only way to empty it, I think. So we have 3 people who have reached operations level 9, and for each one we get $3. And for unlocking the second ship, that's another $3. Unlocking a permanent second builder, which 2 people have done, another $3 per person. Reaching operations center level 6, $5 per person. 7 people have done that. Finishing the tutorial, basically, which is operations level 2, is $3 per person. 13 people have done that. And installing the game is $10 per person, and 17 people have done that. What uses parse? Oh, like most things, right? It's the thing that looks like a log. Oh, also, if someone buys an in-game like booster pack, if you spend $5 on a booster pack, the channel gets $12. If you spend $10 on a booster pack, the channel gets $20. If you spend 20 or more on a booster pack, the channel gets $50. So, I don't know if Tiger got both, but we have had 2 people buy $20+ packs, which has generated $100 for the channel. If we were to, so there's a max of 40 people per thing. So if we got 40 people to get the $20 packs, that would cost 800? Yeah, $800, but it would generate for the channel 2,000. I got database character. I fully agree. So yeah, it would cost $800, but the channel would generate 2,000. How crazy is that? And as of right now, we are at $448. Because someone else just reached level 9. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go do laundry, and I'll be back in like 3-4 minutes. I just gotta chuck it from the laundry machines into the tumble dryer. That's it, and fill up again. So I will be right back, and then we're gonna do some leisure. I'll do this so you guys can see the lovely, lovely sun there on side cam, because there's not much else to see. I'll be right back. Now I'll be right back. So reach level 9, is it? You get bigger and bigger rewards. The last reward you get for reaching a command center is level 25. And the higher up you get in level, the more the reward. So I think if you reach level 25, I think it's $15 per person, which is a lot. Buongiorno. Level 9, baby. Nice. I'm gonna hang up a couple of shirts real quick. This linen shirt has a tendency to shrink, so I have to hang dry it. And I do that with weights on it so it doesn't shrink even further. Or not much weight to my weights, ironically. And this one I have to stretch a little bit because it's already too small. Right. Now, if you buy clothes one size too small, you never have to iron your clothes. Follow me for more drawings. That's true. Right. Here is our canvas. Piece of MDF. That doesn't help, does it? All right, the sun is behind the door frame. All right, let's do the design. Here it is. So that's the bit we're cutting out. And we will... Let's see, have I added this here? Assign, there we go. And we want the Doors of Durin, which I already have as a file. So let's see if we can just import that on top. Let's see. Is it that one? Here we go. That's what we want. Let me just make sure that, yep, that's actually the line work. So, this is what we want. And we want it a deep engraving. So we can fit some resin in there. I imagine this is going to take a while, by the way. Holy fuck. It's going to take 10 hours? No, that can't be right. Oh, okay. How about now? 2 hours. 2 hours is better. Yeah, no, it was the distance between the lines was much too fine. So if we do that, it should be about 4 hours. Yeah. So then we could do 4. I think we'll do... somewhere in the middle, maybe 3 hours. So that means we're finished at about 10:30. I don't want to run the laser that long because I don't want my neighbors to hate me. Yeah, that's plenty fine enough. So as long as we have a fairly high power, we should be good, since we're going to fill this in. All of these, the stuff we're removing now is going to get filled in with silver colored resin. Let's see, optimization, order by layer. Here we go. Okay, so before we start this, we can send this to the laser. What do you guys think? Should we have more than this? Should we have stuff in the background, or should we just have this? Also, it would be really cool if I sprayed it black and then engraved it, because then we'd have a black background, which would match the shelf, by the way, and then have a silver inlay. If I spray it, that's gonna take like probably 20 minutes because I gotta do at least 2 coats, definitely. How much of a background is there? So there, the wood has no background. It's just, it's wood fiber basically. MDF, medium density fiberboard. Yeah, I think I should, because also the shelf I'm adding it to is really, really dark. It would look weird if I didn't. And if I paint it afterwards, then I'm gonna paint over the resin, which I don't want to do. Yeah, so all of this stuff to the side, that's not gonna be anything. And then at the end, I have to cut it in half. But I'm not going to do that until after I've done the resin. So I'm gonna leave the frame in that gets cut out, leave that in, slot the piece back in so it sits in the same place it was, and just add a cut down the middle. So I can actually, you know, open it. Because otherwise I'm basically removing 3 shelves from my bookcase, which is not... do you have a picture of this bookcase? You can probably find one. I mean, I can't find the specific one, but it's this color. So it is black basically. It's just I don't know if this one has adjustable shelves, but I've measured out so I can get it as big as possible and not leave a gap. So if it was in this one, it would go from just below the top to the bottom of a shelf. So it covers something completely, not like halfway and then you see a bunch of stuff hanging out. That would look shit, I think. So I think we'll go with this, but we gotta spray it first. I have black spray paint, so that's not an issue. But we also need to do a cut test, and I need to do a cut test on a black piece because it's black, so it's gonna behave differently than just blank MDF. Are you making doors for the bookshelf? Yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah. So this will be a door in the absolutely simplest way you can imagine. So I'll just add hinges to the back of this on the sides, and the top 3 shelves of my bookcase will have this as a door on it. I just thought it would look cool. The absolute easiest way would have just hinges on the left, because that's, and just open it like that. But that's not how the doors open in the books. They part in the middle. Actually, I don't know if it's listed in the books, but in the films, they part in the middle. So I'm doing it that way. This will not be finished today, by the way. If it takes 2 hours to engrave it, which it does, which means it will be finished by 10 p.m. And then I get to pour the resin, which is going to take a while, because basically it's going to be with the dripper. Yeah, no, it's going to be... It's going to dry... It's going to set overnight, I think. I don't think you should add anything other than the black background. Yeah. All right. All right, let's start with the spray then, because I'll just put down a paper thing on the balcony and spray. Ooh. Nom, 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 nom. So that'll be quick. Observe. Giant piece of paper. Ice cream man. The only thing I have on the balcony is a lot of bird poo. Kibble and Bricks, hello, thank you. I'll do that. It's probably the best we can do. Right, spray. So canonically, it's a stone wall. So it could be gray, but I worry that this won't show up if it's silver. Unless I had like glow-in-the-dark paint, which would also look wrong. So we'll imagine that it's a slate wall, or basalt, rather than granite. Also need my breather mask. I don't die. Definitely black with silver, stone wall at night. Yeah, exactly. I need shoes. It looks good. Definitely will need a second coat though, because MDF just goes and sucks everything in. So we gotta leave that to we're gonna have to leave that for like probably 20 minutes. So when I go do laundry next time, which is switch over the last load into the tumble dryer, we'll try to remember that I also add another coat to the thing. Cool. It stinks in here now. Tumble dryer, paint, exactly. So, what can we do in the meantime? I'm gonna check on my 3D printer. I'm printing a stand for my Steam controller because I haven't got one, and I have it on my desk and it's just moving around all the time, and I hate that. So I'm 3D printing a stand for it. I'm going to go have a look what it looks like, and we're also going to run 90-second ads at the same time so we don't get ads in the future. Ooh, at least not for a bit. Wait, did I miss something? Ampersand, did you resub? Because you got the badge now, but it doesn't... I didn't get a resub message. At least I didn't hear anything. You did resub. Ah, I think you might have to refresh the stream so you get the little pop-up. That says, hey, would you like to click anything? I wanted to be one of the cool kids. I see. Well, welcome once again to the Club of the Cool Kids. While we wait, we'll sneak in a little bit of Moria, since we're doing Moria stuff anyway. Right. 90-second ads.
Doctor? Doctor?
Yeah.
Doctor? 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 Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor?
Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? Doctor? And doctor.
Fuck yeah. It's good to have you back. Yeah, so since we're doing Lord of the Rings stuff, we'll squeeze in a little bit of Moria. But yeah, check 3D printer first. I'll be right back. And ads, 90-second ads. Oh! Hang on a second. I know what we can do while we're waiting. I mean, we can do Moria as well, but... I'm gonna check if I have gotten a message from... No, I haven't. Stubbles. Let's see. We got the coasters that we still haven't engraved. We got marble coasters that I want to try engraving, because I've done it before. And now I wanted to engrave something different rather than just the logo. So... Very dinner. Have a lovely dinner. Switch back to here. So let's do 102. There's definitely enough. We'll do that so we can get the thing out as well. Oh. So that's what we want out of a piece of wood, whatever. We'll set that up right away. All right, so we're cutting out the sort of seat for the coaster. And now we just got to figure out what we're engraving on the coaster. And I would love to do an actual coaster with the co logo on. Although I feel like it would be appropriate to do this coaster. That's a 6. Hi, perpetrator. How are you? Okay, so let's see what else we can do coaster-wise. Because now it's just... There's no shading now. It's just black and white. Pitch black, crisp white. I'm weekend ring. Nice. You know what would be a good test? I know exactly what we should do. And it will be perfect color as well. Because if I engrave it deep, then I can fill it with resin and it'll look dope. Let's see. Yes. Do we have a higher res version of that? Is that better? Nah, not really. Nope. A piece of 8 to go with your pirate hat? That would be pretty cool too. I really want to do Classic's logo because it's nice and crisp and just black and white. I think that would look really cool. One shopping bag of food shopped in Norway, a bit heavy on the meats, 90 bucks. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. Yeah, let's try that. 40%. And we'll slow it down to 100 because it's stone. It'll take 5 minutes. Alright, let's see if this thing fits first. Is that good enough? Would be pretty cool to make the Classic Packs coaster and send it to him. Surprise, Sam! Make your coaster. I haven't quite cut out the previous bit, so let's do that and send OK. Wasn't quite cut out the previous layer. Are all blue dots in Star Trek a player? I think so. And if they're purple, they're in the Alliance, I think. If I recall correctly. So we're just running the cutting thing one more time and see if it cuts all the way through. And then we'll pick the piece out in the middle that it's cutting out now, slot the coaster in, and engrave it. Oh, that grab tap. I don't think that should be there. That link. Because I don't have anything. I don't have any grab tap stuff going. Alright, we cut it out, then we invert that, send that, okay. We're probably gonna have to do like 3 passes on it because it's very shallow, but it does engrave it. And I imagine the second pass will take better than the first because the first is quite a shiny surface. Quite a shiny surface. 8 minutes until laundry and new coat. Let's see.
Doctor. 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 Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor. Doctor. Doctor. Doctor. And doctor.
Don't know that I want to delete my account. Hi, Robo. We're making a Classipax marble coaster right now, while we are also waiting for paint to dry on a Doors of Durin resin inlaid MDF piece for a shelf of mine. We're also 3D printing a stand for my Steam controller, and we're also doing laundry. And I'm going down in 6 minutes to change over the laundry thing. Multitasking like a boss. Exactly. Okay, so if I do exclamation mark grab tap now, it shouldn't post anything. Good. Because because it's just doing a bunch of stuff like, hey, check out the grab tab, and we don't have anything via that. So yeah, so we're just doing Clancy's logo on the laser, which is almost done, and then we'll do it at least a couple more times because we're engraving stone here, and then hopefully we'll be able to do a resin thing in it, or maybe just some paint. We'll see. The marble coasters are fairly cheap, but I don't want to throw one away. But this one, we'll go to school on the first one, as Jim Adresta says. You go to school on the first one. Let's see. Oh, I just pressed start here. So we should be okay. So I want to do Co's logo as well, but also that's a lot of different. Well, there are several different colors in that one. Classes, it's just black, which is very nice. It's very nice of Sam to like consider the crafters. Okay, so we're waiting on that, and it's gonna have to go again. I got laundry in 3 minutes. We have. We could well, let's do another coat of black spray, and when we're done with that, I'll go do laundry. Cool? Cool. It's perfect. And the exhaust from the laser, which obviously is a lot of hot air, is onto the plaque or onto the MDF, so it dries even faster. And it didn't suck up as much color as I thought it was going to from the first one. So this one definitely enough, and it's not going to be perfectly black, which is good because it's supposed to look like stone. And that's the timer for my laundry. I will be back in a few minutes. I'll run some ads. I'll run 90-second of ads, and I'm gonna run the laser again as well. Back in a few. have to manually brush off the stone because it doesn't actually get moved around by the air assist because it's not strong enough. I've returned. Welcome back, Ampersand. Hello, Guac. The SWK, hello. Pew, pew, pew. Okay, so we'll leave the MDF for not so much for the drying, but for the smell. We'll leave it outside for 20 minutes. We'll finish the engraving. We'll leave the 3D print. That's going to take a few hours. So we have nothing to do for at least 25-30 minutes before we can start with the Moria engraving. I'm going to go to the bathroom while I'm up and running, so I'll be... 1 second. Okay. Let's see if there's any change on the sponsorship. Nope. 448. Hey, Robo. Have you got a minute and a half to spare? The SWK, have you got a minute and a half to spare? Literally a minute and a half. I'm running a sponsorship thing right now with Star Trek Fleet Command. So it's gonna post a link in chat, and if you go to that link with your phone or PC or Mac or whatever, Mac, iOS, Windows, Android, and install the game and start it, just that will generate $10 for the channel. If you also finish the tutorial in the game, it's another $3 for the channel. Just pure profit, doesn't cost you anything. Which is very much appreciated because I need money for groceries. There's the link. I just did that for myself. Oh no! How did it go though? How did you, like, I assume you ran the sponsorship. How did it go? Meh for me. Oh, okay. You say meh, but it's free money. It's free real estate. You guys can't see much there, but there you go. Kind of can see it. It's Sam. Day job really got in the way. Oh, I see. Yeah, I study, so no day job for me. Okay, there are some discolorations on it, but that's because of the structure and the color streaks in the marble, so we can't do anything about that. That's cool, though. I'm gonna see if I can dye it with leather dye. Or a Sharpie, maybe. Let's try with a Sharpie first. Also, first, absolutely first, that needs some frickin' exposure adjustment so that I can hold this up without blinding everyone. That's what it looks like. I have too many lights, I think. Here we go. I can see it. Also, ampersand, I don't think, I'm pretty sure we didn't have this when you were here last. If you use your channel points, you can switch scenes with scene swap. And then you can use your channel points to like focus on the side cam, and this camera will become bigger. There you go. How cool is that? The laser cam isn't doing much right now though, so poor choice. So I think this will work with the marker because it doesn't stick to the, like that. I can get rid of the big one because it's on the shiny surface. Gone. Mostly gone. Let's not try that again. Okay. This works, but it's not ideal. Let's try this one. Oh, way better. This flows more easily. It's probably because it's just a newer pen, so there's more paint in it. It's like painting with numbers, but there's only one number. I tried installing it on my phone too, hoped I counted. It should, but it's per person, like per... I have it on my phone, my PC, and my tablet. I don't know if all three count. I don't think they do. And obviously I'm not encouraging anyone to like cheat the system. That would be dick move. This They're offering quite a lot of money for nothing, essentially. But if you want to have it on your phone, that's great. Play the game. It's a good game. I'm having fun. So this might be the way to do it then. Just engrave everything and then fill in with this. Or fill in with painted markers. As long as the paint lasts, that's good, I think. Also a lot easier than pouring resin. Oh, I've held it upside down for so long, it's all the paint is in this end. I'm level 13 there. Must have been years that I played, so maybe it didn't count anyways. If it's no, it will not count. It's new players. But hey, if you got to level 13 previously, that means you enjoyed it at least. I don't think I've ever gotten to level 13 in something I don't enjoy. At least on some level. How fucking cool is that? That is marble. So if I do it again, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a tape over it, and then either spray over the tape and then just take the tape off, super easy, or do this dyeing with the tape on, because then I don't dye the edges. I'm gonna get a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, see if I can get rid of that test bit there. Oh, I have some right here. It's hand sanitizer, but it's the same stuff, basically. Lovely sound. Like polishing a window. Most of it is gone. It is faint enough that it looks like it's part of the marble. I know what would finish this off quite well. I knew what would finish it off quite well. Where's the Resolute? It's not in here either. What the shit? Where's my... Huh? It says Resolene on the drawer. It should be in there. My Resolene mix has gone missing. There's not a lot of places I can put it. It's a tub. It's big. It's glass. It's heavy. I'll have it. Never mind. It even out the color as well. That's good. It's not bleeding anything. Like, resin would be the best, but several times the effort. Definitely. And not just several times the effort, but like if you do more than one color, whew. Lord have mercy. I don't know how much Resolene is getting sucked into the stone, so I probably want to just kind of leave quite a bit on there. Obviously, it's not going to get sucked down into the stone from the shiny bits. We'll just leave it like that. We'll leave it like that for a bit. Okay. We'll leave it like that for a bit. Let's see. Oh, someone, yep, we're up to 18 people now, so someone installed the game. I don't know if that was Kespi installing it again, or if that was someone else joining up. Okay, so let's load up. Let's load up the Moria gates. Right, so we need all of it. And that we need to up that to 6. And this is 220 at 15. That's a good engraving. However, we need it to be quite deep so that we can get the resonant. So, let's do it. Before we do anything, we'll do a test. We'll do a test on a piece we have. Let's see if we can get it roughly the same thickness. That's pretty good. So that's what we want. And now we send this to the laser, just these, and then see how deep the engraving is. So I'm going to start by increasing from 15 to 25. No, 35. If it's too much, we'll switch down. Okay. Right. I put it okay, so you guys should be able to see what's going on. First of all, it's a lot of smoke. It's nice and loud. Nice and loud. That's good, right? That is not deep enough. That is not even close to deep enough. So I don't want to slow it down because that means it's going to take longer. So I'm just going to up the power. So we'll do 65 instead of 35. And as long as we have air assist, it shouldn't catch fire, hopefully. Problem, chat. The only way I can get the depth I'm looking for is by engraving it like 3 passes, which means it's not going to take 2 hours, it's going to take 6 hours. So I'm not doing it today because we'd be finished at 3 a.m. We can do 1 pass today, but then, you know, if I just bump the laser, then it's going to be out of focus or unaligned for tomorrow. I think it's better that we do the whole thing tomorrow. What do you guys say? What do you guys say? Also, it's 9 p.m., so I don't want to have the compressor and the fan going on max blast because, you know, I have neighbors. And I am not a complete asshole. Oh yeah, no, I mean the paint is dry now. So that's not an issue. The MDF sucks it up like that, so no worries there. So this is what we ended up with, rather than that. But yeah, it's bone dry. And it's got a little bit of texture to it, which is cool, because it's supposed to be a stone wall. Nice! Nice and quiet. Except for the music. Definitely all in one go. Yeah, I think that's probably better. That looks really cool. I'm gonna take a picture and send Sam. Which I need my phone for. I'll put this over on the laser. It does smell a bit still. Cool. Now, the thing is, I have another one of those engraved already with my logo. So, I think we should add some color to that one and make it pop. Just gotta find it. Found it. You could probably get a coat of black on the other side of the board as well tonight, though. Yes, I definitely could, but I don't know what it's gonna look like. I'd rather do it afterwards, because then if I need to do anything really, I can do it afterwards. It's not gonna affect the resin on the other side. I don't imagine anything's gonna go wrong, but if it does, you know, I'd rather not. 90-second ad so we don't get pre-rolls, because everybody hates pre-rolls. I've still got 20 minutes on the laundry. Can you guys hear me okay when I'm sitting over there, by the way? Or is it just music and me faint in the background? Because usually I have the wireless mic, but I can't be bothered to hook that up today. So let me know. Hey. Rather faint? Okay. You're very quiet? Okay. We'll do it this way then. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, so I might as well do it this way. How about now? Is that better? Woo! And now I'm over here, and you can probably still hear me. Woo! That's better. It would have been sad if it wasn't better, because that's a lot of audio equipment that I don't need. If it was shit. So this one is slightly more complicated than Clasipex's logo. Because, you know, it's more, there's text and stuff on this one. It's basically, I'm making this logo, but on here. So I just made the dots now. I don't know how much of this we'll be able to do just with the marker. We will see. This is way more detailed than Classy's depiction of himself, as it were. You remember when we made this ampersand? Or when we talked about it, and then was it your then housemate who made it, that I can't remember the name of. Because I know Cry did the website stuff, right? Or was it the other way around? I can't remember. Is the website still up? Oh, yes. I might rebrand. I've been playing with the idea of rebranding the website. Especially since I'm starting to do like plaques, and if I'm going to do more stone stuff and like general crafting, then long-nosed leather doesn't really fit. And yeah, I'm thinking about changing the name as well. But it's very much in the I have an idea stage, not like I have a post-it note with the name on it that I would change it to. That's, other than that, it's very much up in the air or out in the ether, or however you want to see it. So yeah, it would be like a complete rebrand then, I guess. But I don't have the budget for that right now, so it would be when I have it, which is not today or anytime this week. Put it that way. Let's put it that way, shall we? DIY it? Yeah, I mean, I could. Hi, ChatGPT, can you make me a website? Oh, no. If I were to build a website out of wood, it would be very nice. However, making one out of code, more difficult. Okay, so what I did there was kind of spread the ink out, and it's dyed the front of the leather, which is not what I intended, but it looks fucking cool. Look, it's got like a sort of rosy tint or purplish tint. That's not half bad. I mean, not what I intended, but damn. Wood site, yeah, exactly. Not a website, it's a wood site. Or I know people who do like stitching, or not stitching, sorry, weaving and crochet and that sort of thing. So if it's a web site, maybe they can make a web. We should talk about this rebrand. So the idea for the name I had was LPH, probably LPH Crafts or something like that. And LPH is an Egyptian thing. It's kind of like a mantra, not really, but sort of like a mantra you say after, specifically if you write down the name of the pharaoh. You would say, my lord Menkaure LPH has tasked me. Yeah, LPH, exactly. And it's short. Egyptologists write LPH because everyone knows what it is. The actual signs, the actual hieroglyphs are Ankh, Wedja, Seneb. And it translates to life, prosperity, health. So LPH, which is a thing for thousands of, like Well, at least a couple thousand years. I'm not going to swear to that, but it's used for a long time in Egypt, and eventually, like people sending someone a letter, like your sister, you say, "Dear sister, LPH." Oh no, most people won't get it, but the name of the brand would just be LPH Craft, which is easy to remember. And then when you go to the website, it would just be a picture of 3 hieroglyphs. People don't need to understand the meaning of LPH to remember LPH. Like YSL for Yves Saint Laurent. I don't know that everyone who has YSL knows that. Won't they just assume they're your initials? Lima Pulango. Yes, we could use my actual initials, and if we put them in a certain way, it does spell KAOS, which is the Swedish spelling of chaos. And we could be Chaos Craft, with chaos with a K and craft with a K. If we want to do more of the initials stuff. And another K. Yeah. Chaos Craft Corporation. But we have to pronounce it like in Dutch or something, so it's not KKK, it's KKK. No. So the S in chaos is Simon. But the weird thing is, when I was born, the way you wrote your name is surname first, and for some reason in Sweden, they then wrote your middle names. So it's surname, middle name, first name. And if we do that for me, it is chaos. Surname? No, S-U-R. Surname. My surname would be Lord Classy Bridges or something. I don't know. Swedish is very chaos. It is. Which is why it's pointless to learn. It's like the thing they brought up on QI years and years and years ago, that Helsinki, or Helsingfors, as we say in Swedish, had broadcasts in Latin because more people understand Latin in the world than Finnish, which is kind of funny. Actually, Kokentor, Kos is a trademark. Yeah, but it would be like Kos Craft. Kokentor. Er det Helsingfors eller Helsinki på norsk? Jeg lurer på hvis jeg noensinne har snakket om Finland på norsk. Bruker dere det svenske eller det finske navnet? Helsinki er wrong, but can't be right all the time. All right, we'll see if we can clear up some of this overflow with some hand sanitizer once more. It works really well, but it does spread the color out. But it does, like, can you guys even see that? It's not super clear on camera, but it's definitely got a tint to it, right? So that's the undyed side, and that's the dyed side. That looks pretty dope. Yeah. So Helsingfors is the Swedish name for Helsinki. But the funny thing is, my professor, who is Finnish, says Helsingfors. To be fair, we have also been calling Belarus Vitryssland until like last week. We still do. And the thing is, Belarus translates to White Russia. Bela is Belaya, which is white. Rus is Russia. So it's Belaya Russia, White Russia. It's literally the same name. They just translated it. Österbotten kanske. In Germany, White Russia was the name for Belarus for a long time. I mean, technically it still is. It's just you're saying it in a different language. it's a little bit like saying, oh, it's not Paris, it's Paris. Like, yeah, but it's still Paris. Just saying it in French. Just like Turkey is officially Türkiye now. I don't care. I'm going to keep saying Turkey. And then I will make gobble gobble sounds. Gobble gobble. Three minutes on the laundry. So when I go down now, I'm bringing everything back up. So it might take a little bit longer because heavy load of laundry. But other than that, we are done with the laundry. I was lucky because I was like, oh no, I'm running out of underwear. And then I looked at the schedule and it was nothing. I could actually have booked twice today. I didn't because I didn't need it, but there was no one booked from 2 p.m. today, which is quite nice. That does not happen very often. Yeah. So, yeah, and Erdogan can go fuck himself. So, do. Get rid of all the overflow. And little pieces of paper go everywhere. That looks fucking dope. I mean, we've definitely discolored or colored or whatever the entire face because they were the same color before. So you can see this one is clearly darker. But fucking hell, that looks cool, man. And there's no spillage over because I got rid of all of it with the hand sanitizer. So before, after. That looks really cool. And we have one for Sam. Contrast is way better. Oh, yeah. So they're marble coasters that we just engraved the hell out of. And I have 3 here, blank. It's so nice, right? And they're actually quite cheap. They're not super cheap, but they're like $4.50 each. So the funny thing is, it's cheaper for me to buy a 4-pack from the like fancy store than it is to buy singles from the discount supermarket thing, because they're like $6. They're 69 crowns, so about €7, and these are 4.5. The problem with this is it's harder to align these in the jig because obviously it's circular. This a lot easier, just slots in. How deep is the engraving? This one is deeper than that one. I mean, it's 1.5 millimeters, maybe, if that. This one, yeah, less than 1 millimeter on the Classic Packs one, and 1.5 millimeters on this one, ish. Yeah. So you laser first, because the paint doesn't really take on the shiny bits. So this is obviously very shiny. And that doesn't really take color. But we just discovered, I've had this for months, but we just discovered that you can just use a regular Sharpie and dye the engraved bits, because it's not shiny, so it's more of a porous stone. So you can actually just paint it, and it looks cool. And the paint doesn't really stick to the top, so I just used some hand sanitizer and a piece of paper and rubbed it, and it came right off. But I want to try this again, or I want to try these again with a tape cover, so that I could either spray it or paint with a marker without messing up the color of the top. But yeah, very cool. I like it. Picasso, I like it. So you could possibly inlay a piece of leather. Theoretically, yes. That would be a lot of passes of engraving to inlay some leather. Like 10 plus. The one we did for classics, which is less than 1 millimeter, was it 4 passes or something like that? So yeah, if we want to, 15 passes, we could probably inlay some leather. But I don't see the point. All right, my laundry is done, so I'm going to pop down to get that. And while I'm gone, we're going to run a full 3 minutes of ads. It's a lot, I know, but then we don't get pre-rolls for an hour, which is good shit. The thing with the Classic Packs logo, technically that's the old logo. Yeah, I don't think he uses that anymore, but it's black and white, so it still looks cool. The one he has now has like black and white, or yeah, glasses. Oh, I'll show you guys. So this is the one he has now, which is black, pale. I don't know if that's the same color, fairly close, not quite the same, and then blue. So this is a lot more work. I like Pax's rebrand. Yeah, no, I mean, it looks cool, but that was the logo I already had. So that's the one I went with. That's the one I went with. All right. I'm going to run down and get the laundry. I'll be back in a few minutes. 3 minutes of ads, as I said, so we don't get any pre-rolls for an hour. I'm not going to be here anyway. And don't forget to do !star and join the Star Trek Fleet Command thing, which is conveniently just linked in the chat there. So we can get me some groceries and food and stuff. Doesn't cost you anything. It's a fun game. I'll be back in a few minutes. It took exactly 3 minutes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh, you know what would be cool though? Zeke's 3 red slashes. One color, simple design. The thing is, they also sell these in black. Black marble. I don't know what the red would look like. That you might have to do that with the... Or are those 3 black slashes on... No, it's 3 red on black, really. But I think... Yeah, so I don't think they would work with a black background. You'd have to do that in resin. I'm aware, yeah. Cringer's logo would probably work. I mean, the C isn't difficult. I don't have that blue, and I don't have a gray. Also, the gray is sort of a... what's it called? Gradient. But yeah, I mean, it could work, absolutely. Hang on, I just got a spam on Discord. The funny thing is, they've spammed me by joining a server I'm on, and the channel, the server they chose to join is Zeke, which isn't a great thing for them because I'm a mod there. So I can just grab them and fucking ban them. I didn't think that far. I forgot to lock up my chickens for the night. Thank God I don't have children. Also, a thing I thought might happen is happening. And I'm very happy for my friends. I'm not going to spoil it because obviously they haven't spoken about it publicly. So I'm not gonna say anything. But a very cool thing is happening to 4 of my friends. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do then for the rest of... They're going to the moon. No, but they are going somewhere. I'm not friends with anyone on the Artemis. Oh, is it PAX now? Or is it St. Jude Play Live thing? Okay, so what do we... I'm gonna really quick. I'm gonna check in on Star Trek. Very quick. Very, very quickly. Premium recruit tokens, a bunch of them. Up to level 6, nice. So what, ampersand, if you go into your user, like top left, and click settings, what does it say under universe for you? Does Africa get their own servers, or are you forced onto EU or... I doubt Africa gets a server. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. On EU, hey, if you want, you can join our alliance. If you, I don't know if you need to transfer, but you can transfer to 412 Ortegas. If you transfer to that universe, you can join our alliance. Am I not in your? I'm not automatically. I don't know if you've joined without me knowing. So that's not you. I think you'll find... Well, if you're online now... No. Kespi, Celion, Drals, and Muad'Dib, Kagator, and me. The name of the alliance is Space Doctors. And LZT is the tag. Let's see. We can get Crusher up. 5,000. Let's see if anything is it. No, Scott is the same price. Talon, 500. That's better. I think I know. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. 17? Yes, it has gone up by 1. Ampersand! There you go. Hello. Welcome to the Space Doctors. Space, the final frontier. I like the idea of us being the snarky space doctors, like the hologram from Voyager. Tricorder. Medical tricorder. That guy. Also remember that all timers below 5 minutes are free. Because it's free to speed up the last 5 minutes. Now I have to spend some... Trillium. Because I don't have the stuff I need. Let's see, can't do anything with you. Oh, we get a new one. We get a shuttle bay. My phone battery is about to die, which is really going to impact my space exploration. Yeah, definitely. Hey, we have a shuttle bay. Hey, there we go. It's caught up. You're still level 8. Dry dock. Upgrade. Yeah, so that's a lot cheaper. So let's do that and then speed up with 2 hours and then 1 15 minutes and then free. So now we need to unlock astronautics, for which we need an assembly line. We can't do this now because we're researching something else, so we have to spend the cash, which is not great because now we start at 400 something and now we're down to 72. Build. Upgrade. Oh. Wow. That's 5,000 parcel? That's expensive. Let's see if we get any good stuff. Let's see. Data, you can go on an away mission. $2,000, something at least. Missions. Collect. I don't need that. Speed up. Oh. No more speed ups available, so it's a different speed up for the away teams. They are not the same speedy uppy things. Barsteel, woohoo! Hey, who? Hang on a second. That one is the one we want. And now we are back up to a bunch of latinum, so we're gonna spend that instead. And save the parsteel. Here we go. Level 9. Caught up. Upgraded my mining ship a bit, and suddenly it's actually better in combat than my Corvette, but I was only upgrading to mine faster. It can now mine 9,900 par steel an hour. Not too shabby. That is very good. I haven't got a mining ship. Did you convert your first one? Yeah. So if you go into the solar or the star system, having a look. Let's see, nothing in this one. Let's go to. So these sort of red cloud things, that's par steel. So I do 1,200 an hour. So 9,900 is very, very good. Okay, we have hit level 10. I can only do like level 6 to 7 combat, and I'm level 10 now, so it became quite useless for me. Yeah. Oh, you ditched the first one. Oh, I see. So, and then you built something else instead? We are now producing dilithium. Yeah, I do have the Fortunate. I do. So you're saying this one is kind of shit then? I wouldn't mind a... Yeah, but I don't have a really good crew. Riker and Troy and Jordy. Now my mining ship also has 2,900 power. God damn. Tear up. Or like tear up. Okay. We are out of Latin. And we are out of... That's not dilithium, what's that? Tritanium. So, do we have any next gen? That's pretty good. Yeah, it's not next gen, but still very powerful. Don't want to take any of these. Crusher. Cool. Power steel mining laser. She wants me to head outside, but there are dangerous things out there. Like people that remember we fucked them over. I don't want to go out there. Ooh, Yawn City. Let's see. Whew. Definitely yawning up a storm now. Bonus 24-hour chest. Okay. I accept. I feel like it's bedtime, but now I'm addicted to this stupid game. I could have had a cool inlaid resin Moria Gate thing. But instead, I have Captain or Lieutenant Spock, Commander Spock, and Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Five. Guaranteed. Well, that's not going to help. That's better. The original series checkoff. I thought I got a purple Kirk. Yeah, you probably have a purple Kirk. Maybe you don't have enough of purple Kirk. Yeah, exactly. If you only get part of him, you need to get more of him. North Star. Grade 3 survey. Gather all parts to build. Collect blueprints. So yeah, that's not helpful. That's an explorer. Yeah, exactly. So I just have 5 out of 75 for this now. So I have, it would show up as, hey, you got jellyfish blueprint. But then you go, oh, I have the jellyfish blueprint, but I don't. I have 5 out of 75 towards the jellyfish blueprint. Ooh, wow. Let's see, if we upgrade Riker, that's probably best. I don't have 100. Wait, how much? Level 10! He's significantly more expensive at level 10. Ooh! Oh, we're out of Latinum. That we can afford. Barely. Ooh. Wait for this to head to 459 and then we can just skip it. I couldn't get any redeem code to work no matter what I did. Yeah, we tried it earlier as well. A bunch of people tried it. It doesn't work. Oh, but making the Scopely account and linking it does have a nice free pack thing. And it also gives access to 1 free mission key drop per 24 hours from the store site instead of just a 1 per week in game. Okay. That does sound good. I see. We require more minerals. Ooh. If you go to the Claptic in game and press recruit, it's the first thing there. Okay. Ooh. Mission key recruit, is it this one? No. get one of those each day. I see. Come on, I want bones. We only have one latinum. We need more for this, though not much more, honestly. Ooh. Ooh. Super yawny. All right, we are finished with officer training. So that's going to be over here. Oh, and battle stim as well. I knew this one was here. Battle stim was very short. Wow. Whew. I apologize for all the yawning. Tomorrow the grind continues for Parcia. I'm right there with you. I am very tired. We've only been going for like 3.5 hours, but we got a lot done. Good night, Ampersand. Nice to see and talk to you again. I hope it doesn't take 3 years for you to come back. You can come back tomorrow. We'll do something else. Or we'll probably do some of this. Yeah, let's just do an hour straight up. Has so much parcel, I don't know what to do. Yeah, but is that because of your minor? I'm not mining Parcia with it. I have had like 100,000 Parcia since I started. Oh wow, that sounds good. Ooh, whoa, wow. It is only 10 p.m., but I am ready for bed, I gotta tell you. Ooh. Right. I'm not throwing that much speed ups at the the game as you thought. That might be the big difference. Could be. Ooh, wow. Absolute yawn city. Okay. Let's see else. Who else is online? I thought you guys over Katie. It's Fiddly Friday. They're just looking at cool stuff. They were doing a Planet Crafter yesterday, Katie and Eliza, and there's so much new stuff that it might actually be worth another playthrough of Planet Crafter, which is a bummer because we played through it in October. All right, I'll throw you guys over to Katie, and I'll be back tomorrow because it's the weekend, so we'll have lots of time. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye.